proof of soul? Well, you always exist. This is first law of thermodynamics, because energy always exists. The thought of you being conscious makes you conscious. That's quantum physics. Observation affects reality. When your loved one dies, he lives within your mind, and your mind affects reality. This is the closest I could to prove the soul. That's what we call soul. Your soul leaves its evidence on earth. It's called conception, DNA. Everything about you, from knowledge to personality, are recorded through people who are attached to you, who raised you, or God, quantum physics, and that's another topic. After you die, you will be resurrected within their hearts and thoughts. Your grandkids will inherit your traits based on your family's thoughts of you, even if they're not conscious about them thinking of you. It's what we call DNA. No matter if they're conscious about thinking of you or not, a part of you is already with them, and that's what conception does. But why is human conception important to prove a soul? Because, based in science and astronomy, the entire universe, including infinity, requires a conception also. The sun, the space, the matter, which all comes from our mind, the planets, the entire universe, does have a conception. Life and death. It's called nebulae. That's how stars are. They die, they conceive, they're born. So conception is very important to prove the existence of the soul. Now, the Catholic churches teaches that all life has soul, from plants to animals, except we have the highest conscious soul. We know where our material body ends. It ends in conception, then death. How does the universe conceive? Well, it's called the Big Crunch. This is a life and death. There's a conception, and the death of the universe, or the planets, to make it easier, is called the Big Crunch. It's like biological conception before death. Earth will shrink into atom again, but it still exists. It means like human DNA or sperm, or it still exists. It just needs to be resurrected. In other words, this universe will be conceived. Our universe, which possessed our life, will be conceived by an entity that is intelligent, which is in our likeness. Why does it have to be intelligence? Because science proves it. Intelligent life cannot get impregnated or mate with a non-intelligent object. I have never seen a goat get pregnant by a rock. Produce something intelligent, it will require something of its likeness to conceive it, and that's where the soul comes into picture. God comes into picture as well along with it. You might ask, does the earth have to be conceived? Does intelligent life in our universe, is it a must? And the answer is yes. Stars have to be conceived. Astronomy proves it, science proves it. You could ask any scientist, they'll tell you every star's face conception, life and death, just like us. There are different kinds of planets. Species Earth is among 1 of a million, maybe more, because it's infinity. And it has to be conceived. Otherwise, a human sperm requires a human egg to be conceived, not a horse egg. It requires something of its likeness and image to conceive something of great intelligence. This universe, this planet, will give birth to saints, which are the followers of God. It's just like in the book of Revelation in Judgment Day. We are the bride of Christ, prepared to meet the groom. It's written in the book of Revelation. God is at the mind of all things. When your body dies, you live within His thought, and you become alive again.